Hey everyone, this is John Corley of Plant Based Life, and have a wonderful day here. Got the birds singing behind me, the ducks singing. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside in Sydney today. Okay, now the purpose of this video is to talk about convenience. Now, what do I mean by convenience? Well, everything in life is centered around us, doing things that make our life more convenient. They want us to order food and have it delivered, and basically do all our online content really quickly with all these new apps that are supposed to simplify our life and make our life easier, And food, for instance, I talked about delivery there, but in regards to food, to make it more convenient, they've severely altered the food chain, and what is convenient fast food is nothing of the sort, really. It's nothing like what food is. Like, food is essentially how it grew on a tree, how it came out of the ground, fresh and as close to nature as possible. But a lot of this convenience food, TV dinners and stuff you can get delivered, and all this food you chuck in your microwave, there's absolutely no nutritional value in it whatsoever. And then, as I mentioned with technology, things have been, speeded up by certain apps on our phones, and we've got our mobile phones are essentially a computer in our pocket, and all this is for convenience. But I honestly believe that all of this has made life a lot more confusing, and essentially we're running around a lot, we're trying to fit a lot more into our day because we believe we can, we believe it's convenient. But what this means is it basically creates an overload of thinking in our brain, because we've got all these things to think about. We've got so many more things we can do, so many more things to think about. Like, the more you simplify life and really bring it back to the basics of what nature taught us, it makes things a lot easier. I honestly believe the term convenience is what's killing us as a race of humans, okay? Everything is about being convenient. Let's just bring it all back to as nature intended. Let's just get our food grown out of the ground, try and grow our food ourselves if we can. If we can't, try and support each other with co-ops where we can get our foods from organic sources and then share them amongst each other and get nutritious foods. Go against this so-called convenient food that's been grown conventionally and had chemicals sprayed on it and God knows what, and then they, what they do, these TV dinners and everything else, and convenience, honestly, it's just not what life is about, right? We're supposed to do things the way we're supposed to do. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of, benefits of technology. I use it, I'm using it to do this video, and I can then use social media to get this out to you. And that is very convenient, right? If I was to do all this manually and try and get my message out to you, I'd struggle in a big way. But I'm just talking about our day-to-day tasks, how much we fit in a day. And because we believe these things are convenient, and really they make us go into that incessant thinking, and it doesn't end up being convenient. The food certainly isn't convenient. Fast food, there's nothing convenient about it, because that convenience over time will have you end up with a health condition, which isn't very convenient at all, right? A smartphone is handy for certain things, but in all honesty, it can slow us down because we put so many apps on there, we overload it, we think each one is giving us convenience, but we end up trying to do too much. We end up with a to-do list which is 40 times too long. We don't need to do all these things. If you really look at the things you need to do, it's like we don't need so many belongings at home. That's a different story, that's about minimalism. But again, we do keep buying things because they're supposed to make things convenient. The new latest thing for the kitchen to chop up your vegetables, or the new thing to do smoothies. And smoothies are great, don't get me wrong, but if you've got a NutriBullet or you've already got a good smoothie maker, do you need the latest one? Maybe you do. Don't get me wrong, you might be producing a lot of smoothies. I mean, look, there are really good tools out there like Vitamix and Thermomix. I'm not going to speak badly about them because they're excellent. They are absolutely excellent. But you've also got to think, do you always need to go to the nth degree and have the latest piece of equipment? You generally don't. You can generally make do with what you've got, right? So convenience and doing too much in our days is just not productive, and it's causing this incessant overthinking. And convenience when it's attached to food is terrible, right? Just stick to food as nature intended. Don't worry about convenience. Don't worry about getting stuff delivered and, you know, getting your TV dinners and all that stuff. And when you eat it as nature intended, you've got very little preparation to do, right? You know, eat your fresh fruit, eat your fresh vegetables, your nuts and seeds. You know, eat them the way nature said. You know, give them a wash and eat them, prepare them. You know, you can make some nice dressings with lime juice and various different, you know, tamari sauce and different, you know, different types of dressings to make to really, you know, make your salads taste really good. A nice big rainbow salad. I mean, that's convenience to me. That's real food, right? Get your nutrition in there. But look, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I really do believe convenience is killing us as a race of people. Let's strip it back, make life a lot more simpler. Remember, peace, movement and plants.